What is one useless fact that everyone needs to know? A human's ability to smell petrichor, smell of wet earth from rain, is 200,000 times greater than a shark's ability to smell blood in water. Edit, it's 200,000 times greater. Lighters were invented before matches. The inventor of Pringles can was buried in a Pringles can. Yes, he was cremated first and only part of his ashes were buried in a can. I'm not telling you which part. The King of Hearts is the only king in a deck of cards without a mustache. A jiffy is an actual unit of time. It is the time light takes to travel 1 centimeter, or about 0.000,000,033,033 seconds. Helicopter isn't heli plus copter, it's helico, spiral, plus pter, wing. In the early 80s, a Toyota Corolla trunk key could open any Corolla trunk. Booby trap backwards is party boob. Crucial info. A woodpecker's tongue splits at the back of its head and wraps around its skull to keep its brain from rattling when it pecks stuff. Nintendo was founded in 1889. They made playing cards. Coca-Cola was founded in 1892. They made drinks with cocaine in them. Dracula was published in 1897 and was set in the same time. Ergo, you could have a Dracula adaptation where Dracula drinks a Coke and plays Nintendo and it would be historically accurate. Russia is bigger than Pluto. You could literally fit all of Pluto into Russia. If you make a hole in a net, it'll have fewer holes. Dolly Parton was included in the production of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That the Rolls-Royce Ghost was initially so quiet it made drivers feel nauseous and sick, so they had to intentionally allow more sound to come into the vehicle. Sauce, https://whatilearnedtoday.co.uk/y-did-the-Rolls-Royce-make-drivers-sick. On Roman latrines, prayers were etched to the goddess Fortuna, in hopes that the methane underneath would not ignite and explode as the user relieved him/herself. If you get attacked by birds, put your arm, preferably holding a stick, above your head. They're swooping down for the highest point. *Source. Worked with seabirds at a wildlife refuge one summer in high school. I was the tallest one there and yep. I got dive-bombed when we had map out nests then monitor the clutches. Scooby-Doo has 3 brothers. Yabba-Doo. Skippy-Doo. Howdy-Doo. One sister. Ruby-Doo. Her son. Scrappy-Doo. His parents are Momsy-Doo. And Da-Da-Doo. He also has 5 cousins. Scooby-Dum. Scooby-Dee. Dooby-Doo. Whoopsie-Doo. And Dixie-Doo. Thank you for your attention. LOL. Balto, the dog credited with saving the town of Nome in the 1920s by leading a dog sled team with the needed medicine, got his fame because he led the team during the final stretch. The dog who did most of the work and, many say, rightly deserves the fame and credit, is named Togo. The board game Monopoly was originally invented as a way to teach the player about the negative effects of unbridled capitalism. https://n.wikipedia.org/wiki/the_landlord%27s_game https://en.wikipedia.org/wiki/the_landlord%sign27s_game. The Goonies go underground the same day Marty McFly travels to 1955. October 26, 1985. Oranges were not named for their color. The etymology of the word orange goes back to the Sanskrit word for orange tree, naranga, though that word could be from the Dravidian, another South Asian language, word for fragrant. The color was named after the fruit. Barnacles have the biggest penis to body size ratio, with genitalia nearly 8 times their total body length. Barnacles are stuck in place for life, so they use their super long penises to reach other nearby crustaceans, blindly depositing sperm inside their neighbors. Stay classy. Hung like a barnacle. Mammals pee for an average of 21 seconds, no matter if it's an elephant or a mouse. The firstborn is more likely to be premature is a myth. It started because, back in the day, couples would get married, then have a healthy premature baby 6 months later. This is a wonderful thread. Donald Duck is an honorary Sir Gant E5 and has been a mascot for the Army, Navy, Marines, and Coast Guard. Cats have the cognition to comprehend the passing of time. Bananas are berries, but strawberries are not. Female dragonflies will dramatically fake their own deaths to escape from unwanted sexual advances. Duck Hunt is 2-player. A controller in port 2 controls the ducks. The 23 auxiliary verbs is, am, are, was, were, be, being, been, have, has, had, do, does, did, shall, will, should, would, may, might, must, can, could. Female spotted hyenas are identified by their size, almost twice the size as males. Their lady parts are so enlarged that they were initially thought to be the males, until specimens started to be collected and scientists got a closer look. Male antagonistes quite literally will have sex until they die. No, we do not know why, and there doesn't seem to be any advantage to this. Male kangaroos' genitals are upside down. Their balls are above their penis, which has its own pouch. So, if you were to look at a male, you would not see his penis, which is long, and sort of shaped like an S, but only comes out to do business, but 2 giant balls that hang low like your grandpa's. Kangaroos, all of them, including the 2 greys, the red, all of the wallabies, paddymmelons, etc., are so specialized for hopping that they quite literally can't walk. Hopping is the best way to get somewhere, but if they don't want to do that, they do the sort of tripod thing, where they will use their arms and their tail to lift themselves up and then sort of lift their hind legs and swing them forward. It is actually kind of amusing. There are more people in the world that practice voodoo than people who practice Judaism. Baby hedgehogs are called hedgehoglets. It's super important that you look at pics of them. Flossing is good for your heart. Gardening too. It takes around 37 million bananas to deliver a fatal dose of radiation to a human. Teton is the French word for nipple. French explorers first discovered the mountain range in Wyoming. If a tornado looks like it's standing still, get to cover because it's coming straight towards you. The pushed up little piece of glass on the bottom of a wine bottle is called a punt. People with orange hair are called redheads because red is a color name that existed long before the color name orange.